Hello everyone at Courthouse Green. I hope you are doing great. I just got a quick message from the Learning Mental team for you about looking after yourselves whilst you're doing your home learning, because we know that you're all working so incredibly hard on Showbeat and Seesaw that you will get to a point where you might feel a bit down, you might feel a bit groggy, a little bit tired. So what I want to do is give you some top tips on how to stop yourself from feeling that way. Tip number one. Tip one, to me, is really simple, really easy. Well, I say really easy, some people are finding it tricky, is making sure you're going to bed on time. I know that you're not using as much energy and doing as much exercise as you might usually do, but you still need to do your best to get to bed on time, because I promise you, when you wake up that next day, you will feel a lot more refreshed than if you had a late night. Tip number two. Tip number two links with going to bed on time is making sure that you are doing some exercise in the day. Now, we know that you've been doing Mr. Pearl's PE, which is awesome. Some of you have been sending pictures and videos of doing Joe Wicks, but why not go for a walk outside, get some fresh air, and why not just get in the living room, put some music on and have a good dance. Use some of that excess energy that we all know you've got and make sure that you are giving your body that opportunity to stretch out, be free, let loose. So either go for a walk, do some more PE, or get your groove on. Tip number three. Tip number three is making sure that you do take a break from looking at your iPad or that screen. When you are at school, we know that you don't work from as soon as you come in until you leave. You have your break time, you have your lunch time. So making sure that you do get that time when you're at home. Some of you have been working incredibly hard and you've got your iPad there ready to go at all times. But make sure you take a break and make sure you do give yourself a rest. Tip number four. Tip number four for me is a big one. As you all know that I love my food, so making sure that you're keeping your meals at a regular time and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Because when you're at school, we know you all drink loads of water. So making sure that you're doing that when you're at home. I know sometimes it's easy to fall into the trap of, I don't need a drink. But remember, you don't just drink because you need a drink. You're drinking to stay hydrated and you're making sure that you're keeping your fluids on board to keep yourself going all day. Tip number five. Now, the final tip is to use your online learning platforms for more than just online learning. Now, there is the Learning Mentor sections on both Showbeat and Seesaw, so you can have contact with the Learning Mentors whenever you feel like you need it. Now, we're not just talking about when you're feeling upset or when you're feeling worried or angry. Of course, we are there for that. But let us know what you've been up to. Where have you been for a walk? How far have you walked? What exercise have you done today? Tell us something amazing that you have done today. Have you done some making? Have you done some baking? You know, all these incredible things that you guys do when you're at home. So make sure that you tell us about those as well. We're not just there to talk about if you're sad and upset. Don't get me wrong, we are there for that as much as you need us, but we'd love to just hear from you guys as well. So there are 5 top tips of what to do when you're not feeling great when you're at home doing your home learning. I know it's tricky at Courthouse Green, but trust me, you are doing amazing. All the staff at school are so proud of you, and the Learning Mental team are loving looking through all the learning you're doing, all the superheroes you've been creating, all the activities you've been taking part in. So keep it up, and we'll see you very soon.